the one and only.
There you go.
B-Rob.
I was going to introduce myself, but...
we'll let you...
No, you got it. Yeah, you already...
Hold on, let's start that from the top. The Players Club is presented by Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Washington Commanders. Welcome into the Players Club. I'm London Fletcher, joined by Santana, Moss, and...
B-Rob.
Oh, B-Rob. B-Rob, we appreciate you joining us on the Players Club. It's time for B-Rob's Top 3. This healthy conversation is presented by Cigna Healthcare. All right, B-Rob.
What's up?
Who are your top 3 running backs of all time?
Whew. All right, so I'm gonna go all time. Really, I want to talk about guys that was in the league while I was coming up. So I'm gonna give number 1. I got to give it to Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
Number 2, this is hard. Number 2, I'm gonna give it to.
Let me see how far you go back. Cause you said before you was in the league, AP was kind of like on the crust. He was
Yeah.
Let's see how far you go back though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Reggie Bush still, man. I'm still go Reggie
Bush was tough. Bush was tough.
Reggie Bush number 2 and number 3. Let's see. I'm gonna give it to one of my fan favorite. I'm a big fan of Mark Ingram, so I'm gonna give it to him.
I like Ingram.
Yeah.
I've been a fan of Ingram.
Yeah,
Ingram
was tough too.
Yeah.
I put that wood on him though.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey, listen. Anyway, I'm glad we went all time because last week Santana and I we did this thing where we put together like an all-time team with basically majority former Redskins or former Washington players, a current teammate and a current player. So Tanner, he had his offensive players. He picked five players. He had himself, Gary Clark, Jeremy Shockey, Trenton Williams, and he had you as the running back. He had you as the running back. You was the current player that he chose for his team. Now my team that was gonna stop y'all had.
I
had Daryl Green.
Okay.
Deion Sanders, Sean Taylor.
He was cheating.
My current player was Deron Payne.
He was cheating.
And then me at the middle linebacker spot.
Look. You know he throwing the white. I took the towel in, the flag, whatever you want to call it. He was cheating. Don't get me wrong. I feel like we give him a run for their money.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel like we would have showed up.
He got a chance to hear my team, and then he picked his team. So I think that was a little. That's.
But the interesting thing when Tanner was talking about it now, because I'm looking at matchups, I'm like, all right, I got D Green and Deion to handle the receivers. I got Sean Taylor to handle Shockey. Trent Williams, I got Deron Payne to handle him. Yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna handle B-Rob.
Oh yeah.
He wanted to
smoke. So listen,
he wanted to smoke.
B-Rob, a young 24-year-old Fletcher against you. What happens?
Say we in the same draft class. You come in the same time I come in. We both 24 years old. I definitely feel like we'll battle it out for sure. We'll have a good day.
Let me be a judge of that.
I feel like you'll definitely you'll probably be that player that just make me bring everything I got out of me. You know what I'm saying? So great players just bring out the best in me. So you'll definitely.
It would have been that was when I was thinking about it, I was like, it would have been a battle.
Right.
Yeah. It would have been much like when I went against Brandon Jacobs. Big back. Or even when I went against Eddie George. Yeah. Eddie George, 6'3", 230 pounds. Like, all right, man, I got to bring my hard hat because I know you weren't going to give up. You weren't going and at the fourth quarter, as the game kept going, like you got stronger. Yeah. Same thing with Eddie George and Brandon Jacobs. So I knew I was going to have to bring it.
It would definitely probably be a couple of car crashes, but I think I would have tried to run for the money.
For real. It would have been a time where I probably been like, man, he done got me. I know for sure he would have went over to the side.
He said, that little boy got a little something.
He got a thump to him for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
It would have went both ways though.
All right, but you would have been in that cold tub the rest of that week leading up to your next game. All right, man. I'm glad we got some fun. Time for the player profile presented by Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Washington Commanders. What do you like to do from a off the field? How do you have fun? What's B-Rob like off the field?
Last offseason, it was a little up and down because I was still kind of, I was battling with, my knee was still, I had a lot of stuff going on in my knee. So a lot of stuff I did, like I wanted to do for my offseason, I couldn't do because I, spending that extra time recovering and trying to get my strength back. And, that took a couple months. And when the offseason started, I had marketing stuff I had, going on. Like as soon as the season ended, I spent probably a month or so just doing some marketing stuff out for the Super Bowl week, doing marketing work out there. So, that went up until probably the middle end of February. So I had to jump straight into my training right after just to make sure, because I had a small procedure done last week of the season last year. Yeah. So I was just resting, throughout all that time, and then I hit the ground running. I hit the ground running last week of February, and starting my recovery and stuff. I really like to just get away from where I'm. I'm always here. When we locked in here, I'm here. I'm locked in here. So I really just like to just get away, get somewhere peaceful, and just relax my mind. Be around my family and my friends, people I don't really spend much time around. When the season stuff starts. So that's really what I like doing my off season. I spend most of that time in I had to spend it in recovery mode. Yeah. But I just try to make sure my body feeling, up to par, and I just hang out around that. Yeah.
Okay. I want to add to that too. It's very noticeable that you came back, and not only you, I saw it in the AG too. You guys was chiseled. I don't know what it was in your workout, whether it was while y'all got here, y'all kind of looked at lean, leaner. And was it something you did in your diet, or was it something you just did a little harder in the weight room?
We had to, we had to focus on the diet too, because it's easy to get outside of your routine and get in another city and want to try all these fancy restaurants and fun. Just
be a young adult and with money and buy what you want, eat what you want.
Not having to show up and run practice and stuff every day. So you I can have some heavy to eat for the day, or eating stuff heavy 2-3 times a day. Yeah. So really I just got to focus on making sure I'm still putting right stuff in my body, making sure I'm still keeping my weight at the same weight that I would usually train at, just making sure I do all that stuff and make sure my body and my weight stays around the same, and not gaining 5-10 pounds as soon as off season start and being 235 for a month and a half. And then when workouts start to ramp back up, then I'm all right, time to cut the weight down. Right. Keep my weight and lean and balanced all the way through. So as soon as we get back, I ain't gotta try to cut weight and stuff.
Right. One of the things that you did this off season, you went back to your hometown in Tuscaloosa, and you filmed a new documentary called Warrior. We got a clip, man. We're gonna check out your new documentary.
I am Kimberly Little. I am Brian Robinson's mother from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, born and raised.
You got to take care of your own. You got to. It starts with family. If you don't have family, you have nothing.
I knew early that he was special, knew he would have a shot to do something big.
Brian Robinson Jr., running back, Alabama.
I'm a warrior.
Rookie running back Brian Robinson Jr. was shot several times during an attempted carjacking in the district.
I don't think anybody can be a great competitor if they can't overcome adversity.
Brian Robinson Jr. 5 weeks ago, Robinson was shot twice in the leg after an attempted robbery.
The battle finds me. I can fight it.
Man,
that's deep.
That's special right there. That's special. Yeah. The fans, they can check out that documentary on the Commander's YouTube channel. B-Rob, what was it like for you to record that and be able to tell your story?
It was much needed, man. I was looking for, some type of way to, just get a message across without just doing the norm or something, like just making a Instagram post or tweeting out, how I feel. I didn't feel like that was the right way to express, you know, how I was feeling or what I was going through at the time. So to be able to do that film, you know, I feel like that was a great way for me to kind of express myself and, you know, what I was going through and how I was feeling, you know, in a form where, you know, people can really, you know, get some insight on me instead of me just, you know, just tweeting, making it ain't really, you know, I'm not really, like, I can put my heart into, you know, making a doc, you know, like just tweeting out like, oh, you know, this what happened to me, like it don't seem real, you know, like you just read a tweet and be like, oh, okay, you know, just, you know, next tweet. But this film, you know, you actually, you know, get some insight on, you know what's going on with me, what happened with me, and, you know, just my mindset about, you know, everything I went through and, you know, where I'm trying to go.
That's dope.
All right, we're going to come back, man, talk more with B-Rob. Welcome back into the Players Club. London Fletcher here with Santana Moss and Brian Robinson Jr., or B-Rob as we like to call him. Let's take a look at the most rewarding moments brought to you by Fanatic Sportsbook, the most rewarding sportsbook. B-Rob, your young career, what has been your most rewarding moment so far?
I got a few for you. So the first one was obviously, you know, making a return back, you know, to come back, you know, to return. The second one was probably going down into Philly last year and, you know, putting a beating on them while they was, you know, undefeated, and being able to, you know, capture some great moments, make some, you know, key plays in that game, and you know, just being doubted, you know, having, you know, all this, you know, negative energy from the Philly fans and being able to upset them, you know, while they was undefeated. You know, that was probably, you know, my second most favorite moment. Then the third one was my, you know, like my big game, my big hat game. Yeah. Like I told y'all before, you know, that was a game where I was able to, you know, just, you know, I was coming back into my own and, you know, being able to, you know, just show people, you know, that I'm still happy, still excited, you know, to be where I'm at, and I just wanted to show, like, you know, my personality, you know, it's still here. You know, I'm still molding into, you know, the man I want to be in this league for real.
I remember talking to you before the Philly game, and I don't know if you remember this, and I was sitting on the bench and you had this focus, and we were talking, and I said, you used the words, "I'm going ham tonight." That might have been my words, but because you said you were going off. Like you told me pregame, you know, you going to your workout like, I'm going off tonight. Yeah. And I went up to the booth and I was like, man, right before the start of the game, I was like, man, I talked to B-Rob. He said he going ham tonight. And so as you're doing what you're doing and having a type of night, there was one play where I think you drug half their defense, man, about 10 yards. But just the mindset, you just knew you knew you were gonna have a big game that game.
Actually, coming into that game, coach emphasized, you know, what the game plan was, and it was, you know, to come out running the ball. And he told me, you know, personally, like, hey, we're going to lean on you. We're going to give you the ball. That's what you want to hear. We want you to, you know, go do what you do. And I had it on my mind. You know, I'm like, hey, coach said he gonna feed me. You know, he need me to get the run game going. You know, that's what I'm ready to do. So that's what they did. They allowed me to, you know, put the ball in my hands, allowed me to, you know, get that run game going on them, and I ain't look back.
It's time for Protect the House, brought to you by Johnson Kendall Johnson, the official insurance broker and risk management partner of the Washington Commanders, where our passion is your protection. What's it like for you to play with a couple of your Alabama former teammates? You got Deron, Jonathan Allen, also for Darren Mathis. What's it like having those guys on this level with you?
It really just make me that much comfortable. Like as soon as I walked in here, I was comfortable. Like to some extent, like you know, I knew I had some, you know, familiar faces and like real brothers in here with me, and I'm familiar. Like I'm used to competing against those guys too. You know, like my first week in Bama, I had to run up against Payne. You know, so you know, I've been, you know, just sharpening, you know, iron against, you know, Payne, you know, since I was a freshman in college, and you know, to be able to, you know, get back with them. You know, my first year in the league, I was thinking like I'm back with the guys I started with, you know, in my college career. So, you know, we back working and training against each other, and, you know, sharpening each other and stuff. So, You know, that's the best part about it. You know, being able to, you know, be on the same field with those guys every day and compete. And you know, we know each other. We know how we work, and you know we can make each other better all the time.
Yeah, it's nothing like that, Phil. I'm not sure the experiences you had in this league with having guys that you basically play with.
And I'm with John Carroll, man. You trying to be funny, man.
Come on, man. No, I'm not. See, I knew you was gonna take it like that.
I was just messing with you.
But I'm saying, like, it's like no other, because I remember being a young buck going to New York, and I didn't have that initially. I had a guy too that played at the University of Miami, but they was way before me. Like Vinny Testaverde had played there. But like but I remember like a year or two later, and then I got Vilma came in, and I had another guy. So I was there to be that guy, that support for them. To get here, to be traded, that's another thing that people don't really talk about. But everybody not looking forward to just start over. I wasn't looking forward to it, but it was an easy transition when you had Portis and Sean. You had other guys that was here that played with me, and that they was familiar with how we grind. So I can dig what he's saying, because, I mean, you got your brothers here, man. You know that you safe, man. Look, man, I done seen these guys for 4 years, some of them probably 2-3 years. I'm comfortable to come here and be myself, and I got them to lean on.
Hey, B-Rob, you ever heard of John Carroll?
Yeah.
That's like the Alabama Division III.
He gonna throw Alabama Division III.
All right, man.
That's what he was.
When we come back, we're looking at B-Rob's top plays. Welcome back to the Players Club, here with Santana Moss and B-Rob. B-Rob, we're about to check out some of your top plays from this season.
Let's take a look at Driving Towards Greatness, presented by Eastern's Automotive Group. Any car, any way, for everyone since 1988.
Gets the Eagles right here. Oh. So what was you thinking on that play right there?
Clutch moment in the game. Really needed to make a play. Once I got the ball down here, I got down on the safety so fast. I really ain't know what move I wanted to make, so I just
he helped you.
Yeah, he helped me. He helped me with his.
He
his
didn't
throw.
want that smoke. That's about going at your knees like that. He didn't want to tackle you up high.
So yeah, he made it real easy for me.
What's that?
That's the Eagles.
Doing the Eagles.
That's the Eagles right there.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's the Eagles flying right there.
All right, we got the second play. It's 2nd and 4 at our 41, and it's a 23-yard run. Tell me about what you're thinking right here.
All right.
It was a good run too. We just saw this earlier.
Wow.
I thought you was gone right there.
Yeah, so obviously when I got the handoff, I had it in my left hand, you know, just based off of how I took the carry. Once I got so far down up in the line, I read it out with the that front side backer coming, closing up that hole. So I brought it all the way backside. I see, the linebacker coming to scrape real tight, so I try to get it vertical as soon as I could, right there.
They commit 2 miss.
Then the second cut came for me to, set up that second block. I wanted to set it up, which I did. I set the block up perfectly. I widened them out, then I got it back vertical so that, Cole can make the block on the safety. And I couldn't use my weapon, which would have been my stiff arm on 23. Because I had my ball in that arm.
Oh, okay.
So I tried to just burst through it, and hopefully he'll miss the tackle. I was just gonna try to run through the tackle, but he rolled. He did a little roll and tripped my ankle up.
Man, that run looked like some drill work type stuff where you.
It's really like bag drills. It was really like a drill. Like
the bag y'all do out there.
I took the track, got vertical into all the way as tight into the line as I possibly could, made the jump cut, got it back vertical off of how the defender tried to attack me. Yeah. Broke the tackle by picking up my knees, which I would step over the bag right here, then widen them out, set up the block, get it back vertical.
Oh, this sweet.
Yeah, that's some. That was
a hell of a run.
Hey,
that's teacher tape. Yeah. Okay, this is against the Broncos. Little inside zone cutback. Was that type of run, or what was that?
Yeah, that was an inside zone. I seen all the open field over to my backside, and then the way. My read was that first down lineman played. He played it so far to the front side until
you'll see him hiding in, getting over those bags though.
Yeah,
you gotta see that breaking that tackle again.
I seen him in my periphery. The guy, just diving when I made the first cut right there. So I just stepped over it, and once my foot hit the ground, I knew I had to use speed to, get get to the edge, based off of how my blockers was blocking out there.
And to jump into the stadium.
Yeah, I seen a Washington fan standing right there, and I was like, hey,
go ahead and show them some love.
Yeah, let me show them some love for real.
Yeah.
They here.
Yeah, that's nice.
We're gonna have to work on your vertical, though.
Hey, no, look, go back.
We'll go back to what?
Let me show you. I've been dunking since 7th grade, bro. It ain't vertical. I jumped from like 3 yards out. Like I jumped from like I jumped from about 3 yards out.
Now I see.
I ain't even get all the way up to the wall. I jumped to the wall. Like
you ain't dunking on nobody right there.
I jumped from like 3 yards away, and then
I get off you, man.
You see how I had to catch the ball.
Definitely came in that thing like Spider-Man.
All right, man. Enjoy watching those plays, but before you get up out of here, we're gonna have you sign our helmet. We have all our guests do that, and as you sign that, what's next for you, man? What else can we expect from you the rest of the season?
Really, what's next? Like I said, I wanna be able to really, really get this thing all the way back on track when it comes to our offense. Really, get a chance to establish our run game and get it going. Have the confidence behind it, just trust it on through, and just want to have the best season I possibly can.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you coming on. That's it for the Players Club. We'll see you next week, same time.